we're just bugs on a rock in a void. See, I believe we were a mistake. Life, Earth. I believe it is each man's duty to correct the mistake that nature made. Extinguish mankind like the pathetic match that it is.
Missouri Governor Jay Nixon declared a state of emergency Monday and activated the National Guard ahead of a grand jury decision about whether a white police officer will be charged in the fatal shooting of a black 18-year-old in the St. Louis suburb of Ferguson. Nixon said the National Guard would assist state and local police in case the grand jury's decision leads to a resurgence of the civil unrest that occurred in the days immediately after the August 9th shooting of Michael Brown by Ferguson police officer Darren Wilson. There is no specific date for a grand jury decision to be revealed, and Nixon gave no indication that an announcement is imminent. But St. Louis County Prosecutor Bob McCulloch has said that he expects the grand jury to reach a decision in mid to late November.
Missouri's governor declared a state of emergency on Monday and authorized the state's National Guard to support police in case of violence after a grand jury decides whether to indict a white police officer who fatally shot an unarmed black teenager. Governor Jay Nixon told reporters on a teleconference, "Our goal here is to keep the peace and allow folks' voices to be heard. People need to feel safe, and to achieve those goals, we need to be prepared." Residents of Ferguson, which saw weeks of sometimes violent protests following the August 9th shooting death of 18-year-old Michael Brown, are braced for the possibility of more unrest, particularly if the grand jury decides not to criminally charge Ferguson police officer Darren Wilson. Officials have said the grand jury's decision is likely to come this month.
Russia said on Wednesday it planned patrols by long-range bombers around North American waters, a move likely to raise Western concerns after NATO accusations of provocative incursions into European airspace. According to state agency ITAR-TASS, Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu said flights along the border of the Russian Federation and over the Arctic Ocean were foreseen as part of training for long-range operations. NATO's top military commander said on Monday recent incursions into European airspace by Russian fighters and long-range bombers included larger, more complex formations of aircraft flying more provocative routes than usual.
Russian President Vladimir Putin on Tuesday accused the United States of wanting to, quote, subdue Moscow, but warned Washington it would never succeed. Putin told a meeting with a core support group, the People's Front, they, meaning the United States, do not want to humiliate us. They want to subdue us, solve their problems at our expense. And that remark triggered loud applause. He continued, no one in history ever managed to achieve this with Russia, and no one ever will.
Three of the four worshippers slain in a Jerusalem synagogue Tuesday morning held Israeli-American citizenship, including one identified as the grandson of a prominent modern Orthodox family from Boston. NBC News confirmed the three Americans were named as Rabbis Kalman Levy, Aryeh Kupinski, and Moshe Twersky. His grandfather is the late Rabbi Joseph B. Soloveitchik, a renowned philosopher considered to be one of the founders of the modern Orthodox movement. According to his obituary, Rabbi Soloveitchik was a dean at New York City's Yeshiva University and had ordained more than 2,000 rabbis.